especially for men, because life is very, very challenging for a man. They expect us to be leaders. God created a man to be a leader, to be a fighter, to set example in his home, in his house, for his wife, for his kids.
Meet Kevin Levrone. He completely tore both pectorals while bench pressing 600 pounds, had an 8-hour surgery, developed an infection, and needed a second surgery, and came back to place third at Mr. Olympia just 8 weeks later. He retired from bodybuilding, spent over a decade as the lead singer of a rock band, and then at 52 years old, walked back onto the Mr. Olympia stage after 13 years away and got himself into competition shape in 5 months. He is 62 years old now and still looks like this. In this video, we reveal what he eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 5 foods he eats for longevity, 3 foods he never eats, and his weekly workout routine. And if you stay until the end, we have a free bonus waiting for you. Kevin Levrone was born in Baltimore, Maryland in 1964, lost both parents to cancer at a young age, and built himself into one of the most physically extraordinary human beings the sport of bodybuilding has ever produced. He is widely regarded as the greatest bodybuilder never to win the Mr. Olympia title, earning the nickname the Uncrowned King after placing second 4 times behind Dorian Yates and Ronnie Coleman, 2 of the most dominant champions in the history of the sport. Before we go further, if you are a man over 50 who is serious about this, we need to talk. We built the 50+ Brotherhood specifically for men like you, a private community of like-minded men who train together, hold each other accountable, and compete every single month for real cash prizes. Monthly challenges, real competition, men your age who still have something to prove. Inside you get joint-friendly strength training designed specifically for men over 50, a simple nutrition system that supports hormones and steady energy, mobility and recovery routines, daily accountability with disciplined men your age, built-in progress tracking so you stay consistent, direct coaching from certified trainers with over a decade of experience, training men 50+, no guesswork, no drifting. If you're serious about this, the link is in the description. What Kevin Levrone eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, protein-focused and clean to start the day, building the amino acid availability the body needs after overnight fasting. Egg whites, whole eggs, or lean protein sources alongside fruit for natural carbohydrates and antioxidants. Kevin has described staying hydrated as a critical morning habit, drinking significant water before any food to support the metabolic processes the body runs overnight. Lunch. Fish is his primary midday protein, a habit carried over from his competitive career when flounder and other whitefish formed the center of every meal. Lean fish delivers complete protein with minimal fat, making it one of the most efficient muscle maintenance foods available to a man managing body composition without competitive prep demands. He pairs it with vegetables and, depending on his training schedule, a controlled carbohydrate source. Dinner. Whole, nutrient-dense food with the flexibility his current philosophy allows. Kevin has specifically mentioned allowing himself genuine treats within his 20% allowance, which he describes as keeping him sane and sustainable, rather than trapped in the psychological cycle of restriction and binging that ends most men's dietary discipline over time. 5 foods Kevin Levrone eats for longevity. 1. Fish, especially flounder and whitefish, the cornerstone of Kevin's diet across his entire competitive career and a daily staple in retirement. During Olympia preparation, he famously ate 7 pounds of flounder per day, a volume that sounds extreme but reflects the fundamental principle that lean, complete protein is the most important dietary input for any man trying to maintain or build muscle. Fish delivers all 9 essential amino acids alongside omega-3 fatty acids that reduce joint inflammation and protect cardiovascular health, which for a man with the surgical history Kevin carries is not a minor benefit. He has never moved away from fish as his primary protein. The second food reflects his commitment to nutrient density in every meal. 2. Vegetables. Eaten in abundance at every meal, Kevin has specifically cited eating a variety of nutrient-dense foods as a core principle of his approach, with vegetables forming the micronutrient foundation of every sitting. For men over 50, the antioxidant and mineral density in a high vegetable intake directly supports the hormonal environment, immune function, and anti-inflammatory protection that the body increasingly needs as it ages. Levrone's decades of training have placed significant demand on his joints, cardiovascular system, and recovery capacity, and vegetables are one of the most direct tools available for maintaining all 3. The third food is what he builds his recovery around. 3. Lean protein at every meal. Kevin has described including a protein source at every single meal as the one nutritional habit that has never changed across all phases of his career and retirement. Protein intake is the most consistent predictor of muscle maintenance in men over 50, directly counteracting the sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that affects every man who does not consume enough of it. His specific sources rotate between fish, chicken, egg whites, and lean beef. But the presence of protein at every meal never changes, regardless of whether he is in the 80% clean zone or the 20% flexibility zone. The fourth food is one he adopted later in his career and has described as a significant improvement to his recovery. 4. Whole grains and complex carbohydrates. Kevin moved away from the zero-carbohydrate extreme dieting of his competitive years and reintroduced whole grains and complex carbohydrates as a sustained energy source for training and daily function.
It's doing all this little bit of weight, but let me tell you something. It ain't no non-stop like bodybuilders stop and take 3 or 4 minutes in between sets. This is constantly going. So even though I'm curling, I'm walking.
Brown rice, oats, and whole grain sources deliver fiber, B vitamins, and slow-release energy that keeps blood sugar stable across long training sessions and active days. The lesson Kevin took from decades of zero-carb extreme dieting is that carbohydrates are not the enemy, refined and poorly timed carbohydrates are, and that whole food complex carbohydrate sources actively support the training performance and recovery that maintain the physique. And the fifth food is the one most associated with his most extreme prep periods. 5. Eggs, a daily staple across all phases of Kevin's diet, eaten in significant volumes during competitive years and maintained consistently in retirement. Eggs are one of the most complete nutritional packages available, delivering complete protein, choline for liver function and testosterone production, fat-soluble vitamins, and healthy fat in a single whole food source. Kevin has described his diet as built around natural whole foods, and eggs represent exactly that, a food that requires no manufacturing, no additives, and no processing to deliver a nutritional profile that supports muscle maintenance, hormonal health, and recovery simultaneously. 3 foods Kevin Levrone never eats. 1. Excessive sugar and processed sweets. Kevin's flexible dieting philosophy does not prohibit sugar entirely, but it controls it precisely. The 20% allowance is for treats he genuinely enjoys in moderate amounts, not a green light for unrestricted sugar consumption. Refined sugar consumed outside controlled amounts drives insulin resistance, promotes abdominal fat storage, and accelerates the inflammatory processes that degrade joints and cardiovascular health. Kevin keeps it inside the system rather than eliminating it and triggering the psychological resistance that causes most men's dietary discipline to collapse over time. 2. Processed fast food. Kevin has described the foundation of his diet as whole nutrient-dense foods, which by definition excludes processed fast food that delivers calories without nutritional return. His 80% is committed to foods that actively serve the body, and processed fast food does not meet that standard under any circumstances. The chronic inflammation it promotes, the refined oils, the artificial additives, and the excess sodium are all incompatible with the body composition and health outcomes Kevin has maintained into his 60s. 3. Excessive volume eating. Kevin has described smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day as a core principle of his nutritional approach, meaning that the volume and frequency of eating is calibrated to what training and recovery actually demand rather than hunger or habit. Eating beyond what the body requires creates the caloric surplus that becomes body fat. And for a man whose career was built on precise body composition management, eating to the body's actual demands rather than its perceived ones has been a consistent principle across all phases of his life. Before we get into Kevin's training, something every man watching this needs to hear. After 50, testosterone drops by 1 to 2% every year, meaning lower energy, slower recovery, less muscle, and less drive, whether you are training or not. Most men just accept it. We didn't. We created Test Supreme specifically for men over 50, doctor-formulated with clinically supported ingredients to naturally restore testosterone, improve vitality, and help your body recover the way it used to. No fillers, no weak doses, just results. Our current batch is moving fast, so click the link below to grab yours. Now let's get into how Kevin trains. Kevin Levrone's weekly workout routine. Monday, chest and triceps. Bench press, 4 sets times 6 to 8 reps. Incline dumbbell press, 4 sets times 8 reps. Cable fly, 3 sets times 10 reps. Tricep push down, 3 sets times 10 reps. Skull crushers, 3 sets times 8 reps. Overhead tricep extension, 3 sets times 10 reps. Tuesday back and biceps, deadlift, 4 sets times 6 reps. Bent over barbell row, 4 sets times 8 reps. Pull-ups, 3 sets times 8 to 10 reps. Seated cable row, 3 sets times 10 reps. Barbell curl, 3 sets times 8 reps. Hammer curl, curl, 3 sets times 10 reps each arm. Wednesday, legs. Back squat, 4 sets times 6 to 8 reps. Leg press, 4 sets times 10 reps. Romanian deadlift, 3 sets times 10 reps. Leg curl, 3 sets times 10 reps. Calf raise, 4 sets times 15 reps. Core work, plank 3 times 60 seconds, and leg raises 3 sets times 15 reps. Thursday, shoulders and arms. Overhead press, 4 sets times 8 reps. Lateral raise, 3 sets times 12 reps. Rear delt fly, 3 sets times 12 reps. Dumbbell curl, 3 sets times 10 reps. Tricep dip, 3 sets times 10 reps. Friday, full body and lagging areas. Rotating focus on whatever muscle groups need additional development, maintaining the flexibility to address weak points without rigid programming constraints. Saturday and Sunday, active rest, tennis and golf, sports. Kevin has specifically named as his primary recreational activities in retirement, maintaining cardiovascular health, coordination, and competitive engagement without the joint stress of heavy training. If you found this information helpful, we have fantastic news for you. We're thrilled to announce that our requested ebook, 8-Minute Fitness at 50 Plus, is now here, with over 1,000 5-star reviews from men just like you. This comprehensive fitness guide is especially curated for individuals over the age of 50 who are committed to leading a healthy and active lifestyle. Link is in the description. Thank you for watching.